Do a little video pulling shoulders here. I got my saddle pin all the way pulled out into the bank position, and I'm cutting it back. I made 2 rounds with my disc here, so I practically went to the bottom of the ditch with my retriever, and now I'm just got the saddle out into the bank. I'm dropping it just about, I'm actually driving on the Renro with my left side tandems. Pretty much just pulling it up out of the bottom here. You always got to watch out for culverts when you do stuff like this. But what I'm doing here is I'm cutting this off steep down the bottom of the ditch, and then where I'm putting my material that I'm pulling up here is practically right on the edge of my road where my Renro should be. So my next pass, I'll take and put my saddle back into normal center position. When you take and pull it out into your bank, it really wants to side draft you, so I know it looks like I'm steering all over the place, but it's pulling me pretty good. And I got my 6-wheel drive on, my differential locked. It's just pulling pretty heavy right now. This is really hard to do if you wouldn't have 6-wheel drive. It can be done, but it's more of a challenge. Running 3rd gear, right around that 4 mile an hour, I guess. But as you can see, I'm sitting on well over 20% at 10 degrees, so want this nice and steep, and then that way we can take and pull everything up. This will be the new ditch. Everything will drain nice. This road here really got dusted out last year, so trying to take and pull as much binder material as I can possibly get up on the road. Hopefully glue this together a little bit better. It's always a little bit of a challenge doing this when you come up to over approaches here. I try not to undercut them. If I have to, I'll just go back in and take and maintain them a little bit better anyway. Nobody really likes to see this done, but it's just part of trying to maintain a township road. This road here, when I first took it over, it was almost 30 feet wide, and I pulled it in a couple times already, so it's a little bit narrower, but it's just obnoxiously wide. Gets a lot of traffic. It can get dusted out pretty easy. So we're just trying to reclaim some of that good binder material that's out here in the ditch line and pull it all in and make a nice road out of it. I would recommend calling in locates when you do stuff like this. They located them last year, so I pretty well know where everything's at, and I'm not too worried about it. But if you're going to start a new project and you don't know where any of the utilities are, definitely do the call before you dig. Nobody wants to take and pay for a fiber optic. I know they're not cheap. around that culvert a little bit there. Always a hell of a challenge to cut these approaches so you're not making a hell of a mess for them. But it's got to be done. I pulled the edges in on this one here this morning. I didn't have my GoPro charged, otherwise I would have videoed that. But now what I'll do is I'll turn around here and I'll pull this other side in here quick. Everything locked back in. Obviously right now I can't see my toe, so, or my heel I should say, because that's underneath the machine right now. So it takes a little bit of getting used to running like that, but it's fairly easy to get a hold of. Everybody's probably wanting to shoot me right now because of what I'm doing, but it is what it is. So while I got everything in the bank, I pull both of my end slopes in, get them up on the road, and then once I have everything pulled up on both shoulders, I will take my rinrow from each side here. I'll kick it to the middle and then kick it over to whatever side I start with, and get everything together, and then just start relaying the top of the road that way. A little time consuming, but it's the right way to do it. And it's just got to be done. Mailboxes are a little bit of a pain in the ass to work around doing stuff like this, but with your pin pulled out, it makes it a little bit easier. There's so many guys that aren't fulfilling the whole toolbox on their motor grader. Being able to pull your saddle pin and do stuff like this makes everything so much easier for guys. It'd be a lot harder if I wasn't able to pull my pin and I was trying to drive down the ditch right now, where really my right side tandem is practically up on the inslope of the ditch, so I'm really not down in the ditch as far as what I would have to be if I didn't pull my pin. And we just had 2-3 inches of rain, so you know it's fairly soft down there in the bottom. So now with being able to pull the pin, I don't have to drive down in the bottom of the ditch. Just a tool that you can use. Another prime example of how much further the This road actually got pushed out over the years. This is all high along here. So I'll get out here and just peel this all back in. But I'll cut the video off for now. I will take and do a video once I get everything pulled in and show everybody the final pass and what it looks like when I get everything done. I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and if anybody got any questions, put them down in the comments and I'll do my best to get them answered. I would like everybody to like the video. Helps the channel out a lot. Helps me reach more people. We're all here to learn, just trying to help everybody out. Have a good day.